Etsy listings one by one takes forever. I used to spend hours uploading just a handful of designs until I started letting AI do it for me. In this video, I'll show you how I use MyDesigns to upload 10 fully optimized listings for Etsy in just minutes. We'll go from designs to SEO titles and tags to a live Etsy listing. So let's go. I'm now over on mydesigns.io, and you can actually just create an account for free if you don't have one. Once you do get logged in, navigate to the listings tab where I'm located. From here, we need to create a collection or a folder that holds our designs, and we can do that by clicking this home button next to listings and then clicking add folder. As you can see, I'm already in one called 10 optimized Etsy listings. Our next step is to actually get some designs uploaded that we're going to work with. If you don't have any, you can always use Dream AI here to create your own. I'm going to go ahead and go to the top right corner and click upload files. And then I'm going to drag and drop these 10 camping designs that we're going to use for this video. And then I'm just going to select upload all and upload designs. Now that we have our designs uploaded, our next step is to get some SEO data in here for our title, tags, and description. So what I'm going to do is select all 10 of these listings, as I want this Vision AI to apply to all of them. I'm then going to navigate to this left panel and find this eye icon called Vision AI. We're going to select that, and then I'll kind of briefly go through these. The input file slot is just the file that our system is reading to then generate the data based off of. So that's going to be this main file slot for all of these listings. We're going to be generating the product type for t-shirt, sweatshirt, and a hoodie, as we're going to be selling all three on one single listing. So I'm going to just select all of those. The platform's Etsy, we'll leave it on the recommended model. And then this is saying I want it to generate title, description, and tags. Now we can generate product features as well. I'm not going to do that this time, but if you'd like, you can select your product there. And then there's also custom instructions, which I always like to include. I'll select it and I'll just say something like, this is a multi-product listing that includes a t-shirt, sweatshirt, and hoodie. Please include this in the data. So we'll do something like that. You can obviously play around with custom instructions. I find it does do a better job if you give it more details on what you're trying to do. But we'll go ahead and run that, and I'll show you what this looks like as soon as it's done. All right, that Vision AI is now done generating our data. And as you can see, it looks like it did a really good job. You can tell it got what our custom instructions in here with t-shirt, sweatshirt, and hoodie. And it looks like it did that for the majority of these listings. What I like to tell people is Vision AI will get you about 85 to 90% of the way there. But I always recommend you go through this data, maybe change out some keywords, use some different ones. And now that our data is done, our next step is to just go through the publishing process. So once again, I'm going to select all 10 of these listings so that we can publish them all at the same time. So I'm going to go to the top right corner. I'm actually going to load a profile here. So I'm going to select public profiles. And then in the search bar, I'm going to search t-shirt, or rather just shirt. So we'll scroll down here. We are selling a light colored design, so we want to sell this on dark colored shirts. So as you can see, this includes a Bella 3001, a Gildan 18000, and a Gildan 18500. So that's the t-shirt, sweatshirt, and hoodie. So we're going to just click load profile. Now what this profile is doing is it's essentially generating all of our mockups, selecting all of our sizes, all of our colors, and it's all saved. So we only have to go through this process one single time. So as you can see, we have all of our mockups right here. And then if we filter up here by listing preview, we can go to our next listing, and you can see that it's going to take a minute to render those additional mockups. But if we go through, we're working with 10 different listings here, and you'll see the print file is adjusting here. Now, while those are loading some more mockups, I do want to point out your additional products you're offering are here. So we have a Bella 3001, Gildan 18000, and 18500. Now, what I like to do is go into our Canvas system here and just make sure that this design is sitting right on the canvas or the template, and it looks like they're all sitting pretty good. But if you want to make any adjustments, you can do that here, and then you can just click Save. So we'll go ahead and do that for all of these. And everything does look great in terms of how the print files line up and the colors are. So we are actually ready to go to the next step, which is populate data. Now, we already did this ahead of time, which was just using Vision AI to do our data. You can use this feature right here with this button right in this process if you don't want to do it ahead of time. And so we can go to the next step, which is choose prices. Now you'll once again see that the pricing is already done because we used a profile. So all of that stuff is included. Like I said, sizes, colors, mock-ups, pricing, everything. So you set it up once, all you have to do is load the profile later. So we're ready to actually go to the next step. If you don't have your prices already in, you can make adjustments here by just changing that and then clicking apply or apply to all. But once again, you can see you're working with multiple listings. If you click apply to all, it will apply to all of the listings at once. So we'll go to the next step now, which is preview publish info. This step just gives us one last look at what our listing looks like, the products we're offering once again, and then the stores over here. If you're working with multiple shops and you want to publish to a different one, you can change it there. Category is already set to clothing, and then we don't need to include personalization as these are just this one type of design. So we'll go ahead and click publish, and then I'll jump over to our Etsy shop and show you what these look like there. Everything that's published through your MyDesigns account will always go to your draft folder, as you do have to pay that 20-cent listing fee to Etsy to get it live on your shop. But once you get logged into Etsy, navigate to your listings tab. And then on the right side, we're just going to select draft. And as you can see, here are our 10 listings that we just barely published, and we did that in less than 7 minutes. So I just wanted to show you guys how easy this was. All we'd have to do at this point is simply select all of these designs, click publish, and then pay that $2, so 20 cents per listing, and then they're live on our Etsy shop. That's full automation, designed to live Etsy listings without wasting any time on manual uploads. If you want to try this yourself, you can sign up for free at mydesigns.io. You'll be creating and uploading your next Etsy listings faster than ever.